I'm gonna fucking end this fucking career on this game. What is wrong with you, man?
Has there ever been any point in your entire life where you got jungle diff?
No. If I lose, it's really my team's fault. Every single game. Why are you laughing? I need fucking help in the head. Why are you in my fucking game, you fucking loser? This guy needs to be removed, like, from fucking existence. You fucking loser, nobody trash. Fucking suck my...
Tarzan used to be an aspiring pro player, but he pretty much destroyed his dreams with his ego. There has long been speculation around Tarzan having mental illness, and this video is a speculation about him having potentially narcissistic personality disorder and bipolar disorder. So as I just said, Tarzan has acted a fool on stream for many years now, and it has actually led to great speculation around mental illnesses he may possess, and this video is just one about my take on it. I'm not a medical professional or anything, so obviously my diagnosis does not mean much other than just what I think he could potentially have, and it's obviously all for fun, and I'm not trying to say that he 100% has it. So the first mental illness that I think Tarzan has is narcissistic personality disorder. And I think that this is like the one that I'm most sure about him having, and I'm even more sure about him having it than Nice, because he really shows a lot of the symptoms. I'm going to show some of the symptoms. It's the Mayo Clinic here, and they have a list of symptoms. Alright, and obviously it can vary, but he shows a lot of these. So an unreasonably high sense of self-importance and require constant admiration. He requires constant admiration from his teammates and viewers, and he just can't handle anything lower than that. Whenever he dies, he always blames it on his teammates because he doesn't want people seeing or thinking that he's bad. It's really important that everyone knows how good he is to him, which, I mean, he is pretty good, but he still really cares a lot about how good people see him compared to most other streamers. Tarzan, he definitely feels like he deserves special privileges and special treatments. He sees himself as above his teammates. He sees, like, if he ends, it's not his fault. He can do whatever he wants in his games, and no one can blame him because he's a higher elo player and a better player. He expects to be recognized as superior even without the achievements. Well, he does have some of the achievements, but he expects to be recognized as superior above what most other people with his achievements would be. Most other people are just like, hey, I'm pretty good, but like I can still learn, I can still play without flaming my teammates, and I don't need everyone to know how good I am. Make achievements and talents seem bigger than they are. Well, he always talks about how high elo he is, and he has been Challenger recently, and obviously he can hit Challenger very easily. But he hasn't hit like really high in the ladder that much recently as far as I'm aware. Like not rank 1 or anything like that, so he may make it seem like a little bit bigger. He doesn't really seem to enjoy to play League. He is preoccupied with fantasies about success, power, brilliance. I mean, obviously he calls all of his teammates like losers, mom lives in your basement, oh, you're not making money off this game, I'm only playing it because I make money. He obviously sees himself as a very successful and good player at League who's making tons of money, while his teammates are lowly peasants that are making no money and are idiots and suck at the game. And obviously he believes he's superior to others, and he can't spend time with like all of these low elo or stupid players who aren't making as much money off of the game as him. And he is very critical and looks down on people he feels are not important, anyone that's lower elo. Frankly, even higher elo players, if he doesn't like how they're playing, he obviously expects special favors, and he really does not like it when anyone else plays bad on his team. He will take advantage of others to get what he wants. He'll like tax waves and be really greedy. He plays very selfishly for himself. He's not able to recognize the feelings of others. This is pretty clear. He does not listen to others' feelings, and I know he's had some like breakups with his girlfriends. It's probably because of this. He can't recognize other feelings. He's very envious of others. I've heard him be very envious of people living like, I guess, more normal lives that don't play League of Legends so long. And one time when he broke up with his girlfriend, he kept on saying like Chad took her or something like that. So he's obviously very insecure about himself. I've also heard him talk about how he feels like his penis was not big enough too. And he behaves in an arrogant way, obviously. He likes to say how good he is, and he really needs everyone to know it. And he insists on having the best of everything. Yeah, that's true. I mean, obviously the best account, I would say, is more so. But I don't exactly know. Obviously, I don't know Tarzan IRL, so I don't know what car he drives or anything like that. And obviously, he has trouble handling anything they view as criticism. He becomes impatient or angry when he doesn't receive any compliments from his teammates, especially if he receives no compliments and then gets a ping whenever he does something bad. He'll be very mad about that if he's done well the rest of the game. He has major problems interacting with others. Obviously, I mean, he was kicked out of pro scrims. Yeah, so this was him kicked out of pro scrims. He destroys any hope of his pro career. There's an article about it. After threatening violence to teammates, he says he's going to, where did he say? He said he was going to break his teammate's head. So obviously Tarzan used to be an aspiring pro player, but he pretty much destroyed his dreams with his ego, and now he just dreams. He's obviously never going to make it pro. Not necessarily because of his skill as much as his attitude, really. No one wants to play with him. His teammates in pro scrims have been very mad at him for a while. And yeah, he'll just never make it in the pro scene, and I don't think he wants to at this point. React with rage or contempt and try to belittle other people to make themselves appear superior. So obviously he reacts with rage. I mean, that's just an obvious one. He obviously belittles people. That's like textbook. He always is playing his teammates. I'm going to show some examples of this at the beginning. Yeah, he can't manage his emotions. He can't deal with stress or change. Yeah, he will withdraw from situations. He will AFK a lot. I mean, probably more than most other streamers I've ever seen. Yep, he gets depressed very easily, and I'll actually talk more about this later on, why I think that may be. And he has, yes, definitely secret insecurities. Obviously, as I've said, he sees himself as like less of a man. He's like worried about like his things, like how masculine he is, and obviously that's more of IRL than in game. He doesn't feel as many insecurities on League. That's why he plays it, I think, because that's something he is good at. Whereas in real life, he sees himself as more of a loser. Another piece of evidence of Tarzan being narcissistic is classically narcissists are very arrogant and see the world as revolving around themselves and as they can do no wrong. And this is just a video I'll play real quick.
Ever been any point in your entire life where you got jungle diff?
No. If I lose, it's really my team's fault.
And, well, you might think this is just a joke, and it probably kind of is. At some point, people start to believe the jokes, and he makes this so much that, I think in a way he actually does believe it, and it is becoming part of his reality.
Every single game. Why are you laughing?
Don't like silver players say this? Like,
See, I think he actually might be getting mad at doing
like not team diff.
That's because they suck.
Here, obviously, now he says silver players suck, because he sees others as lower than him. Classic narcissist, of course. Okay, and I also said that I think that Tarzan has bipolar disorder. And the reason I think that's bipolar, also called manic depression in the past, it can cause extreme mood swings, and it can have big highs and big lows, or depression, which I said I would talk back about earlier on in this video. And obviously, I think that Tarzan shows just massive symptoms for this. His mood will shift from like hypermania or like being like really extreme and happy and like upbeat almost to being very irritable. And I mean, I think he spends a lot of his time irritable when he's playing League. He's very sad, and these mood swings can affect so much about his life. Things like energy, judgment is one of the big ones. He has very bad judgment. Obviously, that's why he has threatened violence. He has also sent death threats to his to streamers, I guess, before. This is a video where he confirms that he did donate death threats, but he said it was a joke. He just doesn't have the best judgment at times, and I think that can be a sign of his mania and his mood swings. So here are some like signs of manic episodes: being abnormally upbeat, jumpy, or wired. He's obviously very jumpy. You'll like slam his desk and like scream. He's obviously got a lot of energy. A lot of the time, he will flame his teammates with a lot of energy. At least I'll give him that. Yeah, a lot of confidence. He always has confidence, no matter what. But yeah, decreased need for sleep. I'm not exactly sure how much he's sleeping, but I wouldn't be surprised to hear it. Like probably 4 hours some nights. Unusually talkativeness. Okay, yeah. So he is very talkative. I mean, obviously he's a streamer, so he has to be talkative. Racing thoughts. His thoughts race a mile a minute. Whenever he's playing, he will flame his one teammate, then move to the nether, then move on to his jungle pathing, whatever. He's a little bit distractible, and he has, poor decision making is the main one. Obviously, as I've said, he's made poor decisions that destroyed his hope at pro career, and he's been banned multiple times on league accounts, and I think he still makes some poor decisions. He's gotten better at controlling it, though. I think he actually has improved on his bipolar disorder. Alright, and so the signs of major depressive episodes, I think that, I mean, I can't really say that, like, after your girlfriend breaks up with you, it's necessarily, like, bad that you're depressed or, like, unusual, but this is one example of when I was watching the stream. I don't even watch the stream too much, and he was really depressed. Obviously, feeling hopeless, no pleasure, weight loss, or weight gain, I don't know exactly, but, yeah, he definitely has had a lot of, loss of interest. I don't know about sleep, obviously. Again, like, I can't say all of this. This is all coming off of just what I see from him playing League of Legends and what I've seen recently, so I can't really say for sure about some of these, obviously, and I wouldn't be as good as a doctor or a therapist talking to him in real life. Fatigue or loss of energy, was very depressed that stream, I know. So, I mean, I've never heard him talk about suicide, I don't think, but he's definitely told people to commit suicide, actually. But then he obviously tries to, like, add on game after it, so he doesn't get banned. But yeah, I don't know. I think that he shows the signs of bipolar as well. So just let me know about what you think about what Tarzan has. I think he definitely has had some lapses in judgment before, and he definitely has some issues he needs to check out, and I hope he's talking to a therapist or something to help improve on them.